13 engaging strategies. You can make notes of these or you can just listen. I don't care. The bottom line is you can't just start out with marijuana needs to be legal, and let me tell you why. So let's talk about some different things that you can do. Now, some of us are black and white type of writers and readers. As in, you say what you mean what you say, and that's it, right? That's fine. You absolutely can write an A paper in this class and come right out and say what you want to say, prove it, and move on. Those people might start with their thesis statement. They might. So number one, state your thesis briefly, and then directly afterwards, tell us why. State your thesis and tell us why. Okay? So somebody volunteer, tell me what your claim, your thesis statement is. Raise your hand and tell me. You've got ideas. You know where you're taking them. What do you think? What's your claim? I mean, I can call on you if you want me to, but. All right, Hudson. What are you going to argue?
I don't have a claim yet.
Well, what's your idea? That's all right. We'll help you.
I'm gonna do like something with dental care.
Okay.
Or his proposal? Is that what you're talking about?
What about it?
Just like some people don't get like the benefits of their own care. I'm not really quite sure yet.
Okay. I think we talked about this one day.
Yeah.
You may be arguing that, and we're using Hudson's idea as just a springboard, but he might argue that insurance policies should offer dental care rather than it being an extra option that you have to take. For example, myself. If I want dental insurance, I have to pay an extra $12 a month. So if you have healthy teeth, you have to make a choice whether you want to pay that $12 or not. Well, I choose not to. I go get my teeth cleaned once a year, but I just pay the $80. Does that make sense? Because why would I pay $12 a month? 12 times 12 equals, okay, so it's just cheaper for me to pay the 80 bucks, right? Of course, if something goes bad wrong, if I have to have a root canal or something, then I have to pay for it. It's just a chance I take, living on the edge. Somebody else, tell me what your claim is. Don't make me call on you. I will, but Callie.
Mine is how it's about bullying.
Okay.
And it's how like school systems should take like stricter precautions to like handle it.
That's great. You can start with that sentence. School systems around the country, you might even say world, it doesn't matter, probably applies to every kid in every school all over the world, should take or have stricter policies, something like that, for bullying to prevent it. For example, if the very first time ever you called your buddy a name and you've gotten a lot of trouble for it, granted, it's just a joke, right? But if you really got in trouble for it, would it keep you from maybe calling people names in the future?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's possible, right? If you got in a fight at school, because I know you guys are fighters. If the first time anybody got in a fight at school and they had to leave here in handcuffs,
Would they
do
ever
you
get a
think
fight?
we had less fighting?
Yes.
Possibly.
Possibly, I don't know. I mean,
Some of the kids really don't care.
right, some kids may not care, but you might be able to argue that. So, you can simply start with your thesis statement.
So we put an example in our thesis.
What?
It's like doing an example in our thesis like that.
It's your choice, but you could start with an example. So there's one way. Start with your thesis. Okay, number 2, you can pose a question. And you've heard that since what? You started writing in 2nd grade or something? But if it is an academic question about your topic, it's just a good place to start. Number 3, state an interesting fact about your subject. Now, this is one of my favorites, because if you can find something interesting that people actually care about, it's just a good way to get started. And then go on to tell your audience, give them some background information, tell them what the controversy about your topic is. Number 4, present your thesis as a recent discovery or revelation. I've talked to some of you about that before with your topic. If you are researching and writing about a topic that's old news, you have to present it as something new and worthy. Look at it in a new light, okay? Let's see. Number 5, briefly describe the place that serves as the primary setting of your essay. This probably will not apply to your essays. I mean, unless there's a specific state that has already passed some sort of law or, but you might be able to make it work. Again, I hate to go back to Keans, but that's the example that's fresh on my mind. He could talk about something about the state of Colorado or California and all the money they've made off marijuana because they've made it legal. But again, that probably won't be a place where you'll start. Number 6, if you have a dramatic topic, it is a really good way to start your essay by recounting some true incident, maybe that you found in a current event, about your topic. Something that dramatizes it. And it's a true statement. You can even put it in quotation marks. If it's interesting and it catches their attention, it's a good place to start. Number 7, use the narrative strategy versus informative. And some of you did this with the concussions letter. If you have been a witness to or you've had a concussion yourself, you can take a narrative point of view. Just remember that your audience is your peers.